As always, I put. Do you guys need links for music? I feel like it should be there, so everyone should be fine.
It's in the chat.
Yeah. You guys are adults. All right. So where we last left off, your group made a pit stop at the Jewel of the Golden Sea. Started getting involved with doing some tasks for the innkeeper Rashid there. You killed a troll with all of its limbs and head and stuff intact. So when you then went to the mausoleum, did some investigation, discovered some things, ultimately found that there was something that seemed to be not right within this sleepy little town, or settlement rather. You came across a hunter and started investigating him. Samugi identified this individual as being, in their own words, a Dukebi. He also indicated that he may be, also went by Oni, another word for the monster. Jess, some of your audio might be bleeding through. So as this creature began to stand up in a threatening way, the Stack, familiar with many street fights in his day, knew to take the first shot. And as we start our session, it's with the Stack rushing forward, jumping in front of this creature, and hitting it square in the chin, twisting its head around, and knocking it to the ground. So, I would like to start our session today with everyone rolling initiative.
Deciding.
Always a good start.
God damn it. Always so great on initiative. 7.
I thought for sure he was dead.
Oh, you say he twisted his head around like Jesus. What'd you KO him on one shot?
But it would appear so.
So as
But weren't there also ghosts coming towards us from the?
as this happens from the cemetery behind you, you do hear the sounds of scraping and sifting sands as you begin to see corpses begin to rise up from the sand. Again, Jessica, I think your audio from the music is bleeding back into your microphone.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn it off.
You could do that. You could turn it down, or you could use headphones.
Turn it down. I literally can't.
Yeah, it's finicky.
Okay, but sorry. Go on. Should be good.
So, as this happens, the creature on the ground, head twisted around a full 360 degrees, is still kind of with this ghastly chuckling as you begin to hear kind of haunting noises come from behind. So with that, who got a 15 and up?
23.
Rolled a natural 20.
Me too.
Okay, fuck.
Didn't. I don't.
Jessica, you rolled a natty?
I rolled a unicorn.
Wow.
Cass, I heard 23.
Yeah, natural 20 for 23.
You got a natural 20?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
2 natties?
This energy just continues through the rest of the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I meant a 23 also with mine.
Okay. That brings us. Anyone else 15 up? No.
Nope.
Okay. That is going to bring us to 15 or 10 to 15.
12.
Okay. 5 to 10.
7.
Terrible.
Was that a 7, Jasmine?
No, I got a 6. Someone else said that.
I got
Okay.
a 7.
Okay.
Funny because I just saw a random note. I made a bunch of other characters and they have a base initiative of 15. Same level as us. Like, all right, fuck it. Sick of going last.
Well, you're only second to last.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Ninja speed.
Oh, one second. I forgot that stack. You get to roll a 1d8 to your initiative.
Oh,
Oh shit! You remembered that.
thank you for
You have an
remembering that.
inspiration?
No, I used Gift of Alacrity right before we started.
That puts me at a 16.
A crisp 16.
Spicy 16.
All right. Well, that
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin all your shit.
now that affects some stuff. That's good to know.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Heck yeah.
I totally would have forgot.
I also would have done that. Okay. So
You also would have forgot, or you would have. Oh.
as this happens, Jasmine, we use a mechanic where if someone rolls a natural 20, every round they can actually just insert themselves in combat wherever they want.
That's awesome.
So basically, you can just say, I'll leave it open. We're like, do you want to go now? They'll be like, I'll wait. And then they can basically interrupt a turn and be like, I want to go right now. So top of the round would be our 2 natural 20s, Samugi and Cass. Do you want to act now? Otherwise, it goes to the stack.
Oh.
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll, if I can, yeah. I'll move back 15 feet
Okay.
and sort of panic, whip out my loot and give the stack a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
With
What's
a little
that?
chirpy tune.
Bardic inspiration.
No, what's the what dice is it?
A D6.
D6.
Cool.
Okay.
And use my action to dodge.
Okay. You are dodging. Give me a perception check.
Not good. 9.
9. Okay.
How did you inspire me?
With a chirpy little lute tune, like
Okay, cool.
some tango starts playing.
All right.
Okay.
That's
So
not
that starts. With that, you roll back. As you do, you notice you kind of have to walk a little bit uphill. You kind of walk over and slide down a small sand dune. Okay. The stack. Would you like to take initiative?
I'd love to go.
Okay.
I love this town, and then I'm going to attack this creature on the ground in the face once more.
Okay.
Do I have advantage for in-game
It's
time?
prone, yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna also use a great weapon.
Great Weapon Master.
Yes. $11. So 14
14 total.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage.
$23 total.
23 points of damage. Go ahead and give me a perception check. And remember, Jessica, you can jump in and take your turn whenever you want.
I'll go next.
19.
19. You begin to notice with both strikes you landed, there's something wrong here. The hits were too solid. You know more than anyone when you know what it feels like to knock all of someone's teeth out with a single swipe of your hammer.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rare that you get like a perfect impact, and at awkward angles you just got two perfect impacts that felt identical. Like something is not right. You suspect that there is some kind of illusion at play here. So as you bear down with your hammer and strike the face of this creature, it maintains its laughter, and you watch as its skull partially caves in, and one of its eyes is now loose, like hanging out of this skull, and yet the other eye just rolls up and looks at you with its tongue kind of lolling out of its mouth with that still like
Jesus.
you get with that.
Something wrong here, guys.
Would you like to do anything else?
No. I'm good.
Okay. Are you gonna stay right there?
Yeah.
Okay. At this moment, as you say that, looking alongside where this creature was sitting, there was that bloody bag of meat that he was pulling from. You notice in the scuffle that bag has kind of fallen over. And spilling out, you see the very mangled and partially dismembered corpse of Nadia. This is the settlement healer. This would also be David's mother.
Oh shit.
I
I thought she was in the bar.
So with that, Smoogie, you are choosing to take initiative?
After that, I'm gonna hold my action. Just kind of scan around.
Okay, so you
and
can
point it
wait
back
then.
towards the south, towards my
Okay.
teammates.
Okay. And what do you want to hold your action to do?
Summon my arms.
Okay. Because that's a bonus action. You can just do that.
Okay. Well, I don't want to
And
do it.
When I say you can go whenever you want, you can literally interrupt someone else's turn. So if something happens and someone's like about to run up and hit you or something like that, you could be like, I want to go now, and then do all your stuff at once.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to hold
Okay.
it. I don't want to summon my arms yet.
Okay. So just let me know when you want to go. So
Okay.
at this point, you watch as this hooded creature from behind one of these tombstones jumps out and holding this kind of green lit torch takes a swipe with just a clawed hand at Sundara. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You suffer 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And with that, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
That's a 7.
7. Okay, with that, you are grappled. As this creature is now on you, and it's going to start biting you. with that, this creature. 5, 10, 15, is going to double dash to get to you, Mr. Stack. You see what appears to be a zombified dwarf that's just kind of like slowly making its way towards you, and then begins to pick up speed, almost as though he's just waking up. Similarly, going to take an attack.
He's gonna dash and take an attack?
You're right. He can't take an attack because he had to dash because of his 25-foot speed as a dwarf. Good call.
I mean, he could have been a rogue.
Well, he's not. That brings us to Thanya.
Okay, so I'm at the hotel, right? Or whatever structure it is, or
We'll
the
say
town.
as this happens, you
Yeah.
begin to hear some of this commotion. Things are looking okay inside the inside this abode. You look around, you see David is here. He's safe with his mother. There's the innkeeper Rashid. Yeah, they've got things handled. Kazakh is here as well.
Okay.
And we'll say Japheth ducked in to
Okay.
make sure that everything's okay in here.
All right. You guys stay here. Lock the door when I leave. I just want to go look and see what the fuck's going on. So there's like commotion shit going on outside. So
Yeah.
I just have them lock
Yeah,
the door,
You step out.
go nosy out, and see what the fuck's going on.
Go ahead and give me a perception check really quick.
That's 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
You happen to notice that the earth just under Cassius, ever so slightly, is beginning to shift.
Fuck. Okay, I'll run over and I'm gonna take the glaive I now have, and just stab the ground, I guess. And I see Stacks kind of handling whatever the fuck that thing is.
So Cass, you watch as Thanya runs up, takes a glaive, and just begins to stab into a random mound of sand. For the fuck fight, go ahead and just roll an attack at disadvantage.
Oh, shit. Run away dice. Alright. Where's that dice? 16.
That was at disadvantage?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Um, 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And I have not raged yet, just to be
Mhm.
clear.
I am aware.
Right.
I am very well aware. Okay.
I like how you said that.
So, Cass, as you watch as Thanya rushes up, takes a glaive, and just strikes down, and into seemingly nothing. And as she pulls the glaive up, you see this sickish, like, green-tinged blood as the sand begins to shift. And what you have identified...
What the?
how do I fucking... Fuck.
Oh, I woke up the vegan.
Is a familiar-looking, now undead troll that is beginning to stir in the sand.
Now I rage.
Okay. So with that, Thanya goes into a rage. Near matching the size of this troll. Okay, that brings us to Sandara. You, at this moment, you are grappled.
Well, can I Misty step out of it?
Yes. Where would you like to Misty Step?
Let's see. Maybe by that tent to the left with that little cauldron next to it.
Okay. With that, Sandara Misty steps over here. All right. Anything else you would like to do?
Let's see. Can I firebolt the undead troll?
You can. You would be at disadvantage because it is prone.
Okay. I'll still do it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That is a 12.
12. The firebolt kind of scatters across its body. It's still partially covered in sand. You don't feel like you really got purchase on it. Okay. With that, it brings us to this creature here. It is going to do a double dash to make it around here. This white is now going to take its initiative. Let's see what we got. Perfect. It's going to make it over here next to the stack. And it's going to make some attacks on you. Okay. You see this creature appears to be wielding a long and curved longsword. It's got very clear, like, elvish features, and its face is just totally rotted. That's a natural 1. With that, I'm going to say it has a disadvantage on its next attack. It gets a flanking bonus. Better. That is going to be a total of 17 to hit you.
At disadvantage?
At disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
The flanking bonus helped it out a lot. Okay. So you suffer 3 points of slashing damage. Okay, we're at Samugi. Would you like to go just yet? It is the troll's turn now. It is going to stand up, and this is going to instigate an opportunity attack from you, Thanya, and Cassius,
Yep.
if you want to take it.
Yeah, I'll go reckless on this one too.
Actually, Cassius, you're a little too far.
Yeah, I don't even have a melee attack. I
Is
can
the
punch it.
Dokibi not in initiative with us anymore?
It doesn't appear to be interacting in combat right now. So
I got a 23 to hit.
23 will do it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alex, would it be
Oh yay!
easy to make the allies green? I'm having a hard time telling who's who.
I am on it.
No worries.
We'll say this is the okay,
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay, very good. Okay. On the Trolls go, it is going to
Oh, shit.
take
Yep.
a swipe first at you, Thanya. You went reckless.
Yep.
Can I step in and use my action now?
You can.
Hi.
So Mugi, what are you doing?
I'm gonna rush the troll and summon my arms.
Okay.
And you have to do a dex saving throw. DC 14.
Okay. Ass. I rolled ass. Does that
Nice.
save?
Okay. Yeah, so then you take 7 points of damage there. And
Okay.
then for my action, I'm gonna what's the difference between disengage and dodge?
Disengage allows you to get away from something without it taking an opportunity attack.
Disengage. Okay. As opposed to dodge, they
Dodge
Dodge gives them disadvantage on their attack.
Okay. And so if I use Step of the Wind, is that essentially like I use my action now to?
No, so Step of the Wind is just your bonus action. And that means you just get a ton of movement speed and nothing can hit you while you move. But right now, the only thing in your range would be this, possibly the 2KB if it chooses to hit you.
On the ground right there next to me.
Yeah, this would be it. In fact, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception. 1 second. God damn it! I rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah,
5.
I mean, if you don't use this, like, it's up to you. If you want to try to tank a hit from this thing, or take your chance. It's up to you.
No, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go for the troll over there.
Okay.
And that's what I directed my summoning damage at. And then also I will do what is this even called? Just my attack with my arms.
Okay. Go and roll your attack.
23.
That fucking hits. And because of your charm of giant slaying, with this thing being large sized, your attack would do 3d4 damage plus your wisdom modifier.
Your wisdom
Shit.
modifier. And the wisdom modifier is just like a one time, right?
Yes. For an item that I balanced before we had a gnome in the game. So
Okay, so that's 10 points of force damage.
10 points of damage. All right. As it stands up out of the sand, you watch as this gushing wound that is in its abdomen that seems to be just leaking bile closes up right before Samugi jumps behind it and gives it a good shot in the kidney punch, bringing it almost to its knees. Just as that happens, it then takes a swipe at Thanya. It's a natural 17. I think that'll do it. It'll take a swipe at Cassius at disadvantage for the dodge. That'll be an 11.
Oh, misses.
Okay. Frustrated that it missed, it's going to attempt to bite you, Cassius.
Okay.
Now, you tell me, Cassius, what happens when it rolls a natural 1 against you?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I guess Cassius does like a very casual dance-like sort of backstep and twirl to avoid this bite.
All right, so you watch as it takes one claw at Thanya, almost kind of muscling her out of the way, steps into your space, and then takes one swipe at you that you aptly duck, at which point it comes down with a bite right to where your shoulder is, and you do sort of a Michael Jackson moonwalk and just kind of get right on out of there. Okay, that brings us to top of the round. Cass and Samugi, you have initiative, otherwise it's going to go to the stack. Yeah. Actually, the white who rolled a natural 20 on his initiative is going to take initiative now. And
That's already attacking.
yep, and he's going to attack you again while he's flanking. So he's going to take another longsword attack. That's going to be a 13.
Doesn't hit.
Jesus, I can't roll for shit. And that's going to be a 15.
Doesn't hit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Got that armor, dog.
So this creature is just these attacks are hitting you. They're just not getting through your armor and otherwise Goliath constitution. Okay, that was a waste. Cool. What are you doing, Varric?
Question: how far away is the bar thing that we were at?
It is from you.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20. About 60 feet.
60 feet?
Yeah.
I'm going to double dash in that direction.
Okay.
I know I'm going to take opportunity attack. Misses.
Okay. The zombie hits you. You take 4 points of damage. I need to make a strength saving throw. Actually, you don't need to make a strength saving throw.
Why?
Because you're a Goliath, and for these purposes, you count as one size larger, and he's a dwarf. And rules as written, he can't grapple something that's 2 sizes larger.
So I like to just shoulder check.
Something in your leg, pretty much.
Yeah, so in fact, tell you what, just for the fuck of it, I'll roll a strength saving throw. I succeeded. But if I failed, he would have fallen like a little kid trying to hold on to dad as he actually like man sprints away. So you're fine. So you double dash. You're trying to blast through the doors.
If that's possible, I'd love to blast through the door.
The only limit is your imagination.
Like an athletics check, maybe?
This would be an athletics check.
Come on.
So you are going to.
Are you Bailey?
19 total.
19 total. Okay, so. Question.
Yes.
Are you trying to? Because essentially, as you go through, I didn't actually create this in the map, but there is a trap door, like a hatch, that you're supposed to climb a ladder through. Are you trying to do this in one round and not take damage?
Wait, do I have to go under the ground?
You can choose to blast through a hatch and fall a story into the inn, or you could go over there, like Goliath rage, run over them and very carefully open it, and then like kind of gently help yourself down like a little kid getting into a pool that is too cold.
No, we're going balls.
Balls to the wall. Good. So that means it's a success, but you're gonna take some fucking damage. Go ahead and roll. Actually, you already rolled a check.
Do I need to make an acrobatics check now?
Sure.
To see if I don't break both my legs?
This is gonna be for half of whatever this damage is.
22.
Okay. So you only take 7 points of bludgeoning damage
Cool.
as you just crash through the roof of this building. What is your purpose? Why are you doing this? Like, what are you looking for? What are you trying to do?
Is the boy's mom there?
Is that what you're looking for?
I'm looking to see if there's something that looks like the boy's mom.
Yeah, as you crash through, yes, the boy's mom's there.
And then I'm going to say, the boy's mom is dead, and I'm going to action surge and attack her.
Okay. You've got
Shit. Okay, gotcha.
You've got. Sure. This is happening now off screen.
Sorry,
You're fine.
I didn't plan on any of this, but I saw what I saw,
Okay.
and I take action like that. So 15 to hit?
That misses.
Oh, but I do have Bardic Inspiration still, right?
Okay.
16?
16.
We're gonna throw a superior guy on there, and we'll add the trip attack.
While that's happening, what is everyone else doing?
18 points.
18
whose
points of
turn
damage.
is it?
Trying not to die.
15 15.
Okay.
This is a save.
15. It saves.
Okay.
Okay. With that, you rush over and strike.
First I say the boy's room one is dead.
I hear that.
Okay.
You rush over. As the boy kind of goes in front of his mom to defend her at this raging Goliath, you rush over and strike her in the chin. And as you do, he kind of like begins to look up, and where you previously saw the face of a somewhat young elvish woman, you now see the true horrifying face of the Oni, and it begins to swell in size. Okay. That brings us to, unless someone else would like to go, these zombies here. Oh man.
Where am I? Where's my character at? I think I'm gonna interrupt this turn.
You buried. You're like,
You are over here. You begin to hear now. Varric very astutely made this observation. You guys do recall your party previously taking stock of who was present inside the inn, and it does appear that there, at this moment, are two Nadias, one that is dead at the campfire, and one that is inside, seemingly protecting her son.
Shouldn't Samogi be over there by the troll? Because I last attacked over there too.
You are. You're just really small.
Oh, okay. I thought I was
You're
that
there.
other guy. Okay.
No, you're this one.
Okay.
Okay. Can I see? Is like the top of that building right there, like reachable with a Misty Step?
This building?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to.
You could probably. You only have line of sight on this spot here.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a couple steps back, but not leave the range of him, and then say to the troll, "We've already killed you once. This shouldn't be that hard. Just die, please." It's just mockery, and then I'm gonna Misty Step away.
Is that an? That's what kind of save is that?
Wisdom 15.
I think I succeed.
Oh,
I do.
Max damage. Okay. Yeah. Misty Step onto the roof, and that's my turn.
Okay. You hear a commotion going on underneath you, and you watch as the Oni is going to take its club and swing at you. That's going to be a 16 to hit. So one hit with the Great Club. He is going to burn his own superiority dice for a pushing attack. I need you to make you I'd like a strength saving throw. Pretty.
Very good.
That's not what I want.
21 for strength saving throw.
21, you definitely succeed, but you do suffer another. That's 20 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I'm not looking hot.
And
Nobody knows.
it is going to, as you're sitting there. Now, I'll give you this. It's trying to knock you out of its range.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go? Like, you can choose to fail the save so you get away from it. Like, do you want to lean into it to get blasted away from this thing, or do you want to stay right there in the pocket? Tell you what, as you don't have this ability yet, but battle masters later get the ability to really size up their opponents and what they're going to do. So I'm going to give you a Sherlock Holmes insight check right here to ascertain this creature's intentions right now and what it could mean for you, depending on your decisions.
17.
17. This thing is toying with you all right now. It's not particularly invested in killing you. You get the sense that it's done what it's wanted to do. So right now it's trying to knock you away so it can move. If you don't get knocked away, it's going to try again and hit you with another whopping blow.
I'll move away almost like a dance, go with the momentum of.
So you lean into it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's hard to be graceful about getting knocked for most of your life force. So you do very gracefully get blasted through an entire table and like make a huge indent into the actual bar. As that happens, you watch as.
Do I stay upright for this though?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're kind of like leaned up against the bar, like
prone.
Yeah, just like you've broken many ribs.
All of them.
So with that, you watch as, in a very alien kind of way, this creature just begins to float upwards. And it speeds up.
Like off the ground?
Off the ground, and it's going to... it is going to fly 30 feet up, blasting through the hatch that you destroyed. As it does, you watch as parts of its body that otherwise would collide with the clay almost like make this hissing sound and turn into black smoke very briefly as its profile briefly shrinks. And revealed is the Dukebi in its full form. So you would all see this now.
Okay.
It's a little too big. That is going to end its turn. As you have correctly identified where this creature is. I would say, Mugi, you see this, and you very quickly realize this is the face that you saw yours becoming when you decided to make a change. Okay. That is going to bring us to... back to these guys whose turns were rudely interrupted. Double dash, and once again, Thanya, you are going to get ganged up on.
All right. Right his ankle.
That brings us to Thanya and Sundara.
All right. So I see fucking the stack go run by like, what the fuck? And then
yeah, so here's what you see. You watch as the stack
dips.
You watch as the stack dolphin dives through a wooden hatch down a full story of a clay building and impacts below. You hear him yell something about Nadia being dead. And I will say, Thanya, you recall, you just left you just left Nadia with her son.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So after that happens, you hear a sickening thud, followed by a series of broken, what sounds like wooden furniture, and this creature flies up out of the inn.
Okay, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? God damn it. Get your head in the game. I would yell this to anybody in our group that can hear it. Trolls hate fire. And I'm gonna take a reckless shot at this fucking thing. One problem at a time, I guess, kind of. That's a natural 19.
That hits.
It's gonna go until I hit a natty with this thing. That's 7 points of slashing damage, which I know probably ain't gonna do shit because he's gonna heal. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna fucking do.
Okay. Sundara, you're up.
Okay, so I will start. Can I get close enough to Thanya? Well, actually, first I want to try and firebolt the troll. Hearing that,
Okay.
I'm going to do that as a quicken spell.
Ooh.
So it's a bonus action instead of action.
Yeah.
That is... Oh, damn it. It's a 10.
A 10?
And
All right. Unfortunately, that is not going to hit.
then can I get close enough? Can I run past or get close enough to touch Thanya and Samuki?
You could. You would be diving right into the mosh pit to do that.
Let's go for it.
Okay. And to do that, you're going through hostile space, so I'm going to need a acrobatics check to pull this off.
19.
Wow.
Okay. So you can definitely run by. What are you trying to do?
I want to touch them and cast Twinned Protection from Good and Evil.
Oh,
The one on both of them.
What a
One's casting good spells and twinning them.
Looking to aim twin spell?
You can. Yeah, they're different. They're different actions.
No, it's good idea.
I want to make you roll more things to do that, but I think you just did. Fuck. All right.
Oh,
Take
hell yeah.
a.
Shit.
With that, I'm going to award you a D6 inspiration die because that's pretty fucking sick. I'm going to say this guy gets a little pushed out of his space as you now occupy it. And this is, I presume, a concentration spell?
Yep.
Okay, good luck.
I know.
Okay, because you're right in there. Okay. That brings us to...
Samugi wants to take his turn now.
Okay, Samugi. As Sundara rushes over, and with an agility you did not expect from this previously mild-mannered, kind of mysterious elf, there's just a flash of brown as her cloak, just like some kind of flying bird, kind of rushes in front of you, and for a second you feel this, like, soothing and calm presence, and you feel your mind enter a meditative state as she casts this protection spell. You have just been blessed by the sorcerer's magic.
Dope. Thank you. A kind of beaten down Samugi was kind of taking in all this action with the Dokebi and the troll and everything. Just kind of looks up at the troll and is re-impassioned to make an unarmed strike because I'm out of key points. So, but do I still have my arm?
You do.
Okay, so I have my arms, I just can't use them.
No, you can. Have you been spending a key point every time you use your arms?
Yeah, I have. It says I do. Not every time I use my arms, but every time I summon them, and every time I take a bonus action to do like, and
Yeah.
we have the troll fight too.
Yeah. So yeah, you would be out of key points.
Okay.
Welcome to Marvel.
Yeah.
Good to
I'm
have
gonna
you.
take an unarmed strike.
Okay.
is 24.
That'll hit.
And
Barely.
nice, 7 points of damage. And then I'm going to take my bonus action, do the same thing.
Oh, hang on. What did you roll on your dice?
A 4. Oh,
With
but
3
it's a
dice?
big guy. It's a big guy.
Yeah, so
sorry.
you throw 2 more of those suckers.
Another 4.
There you go.
So. And another 4. Okay, I literally maxed this shit out. So that's 12 plus 3, so 15 points.
Nice. Good shit.
God damn.
Nice. And that's before my bonus action, which I still want to take to do the same thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And I did the 3 times also.
Yeah, when you're fighting something big, yes.
Is a 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Nope. Okay. 4. I'm not making this shit up. I just rolled 2 4s. Okay. And a 1. Okay. So 9 plus 3, 12. 12 more points of damage.
Ooh. Jesus. All right. So, yeah. I mean, Samugi, I'm gonna say, with that, after you get this protection spell, you do almost like a boxing style duck and punch as this troll claws at you, and you just punch it on the inside of the knee with your astral arms, and you watch as the side part of the knee is blown open. There's exposed bone. It's down on one knee and it's staying there.
Gross.
You then just completely uppercut it, and it is pretty dazed right now. That brings us to... Is there anything else that you want to do with movement or anything like that?
I can't bonus action dash. Oh, my movement, I'm just gonna... No, I'll stay.
Okay.
Definitely.
This dwarf is going to try to attack something kind of its own size. Natural 20 at disadvantage because of Sandara's protection spell. So that's a natural 20 that was nullified.
Damn,
For a
okay.
2.
Nice.
Hits.
No. The natural 20 got canceled
Oh, fuck. Okay.
because of the protection spell. Jasmine, that's how the spell works, right? It's disadvantage against...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Disadvantage.
with us.
Always.
Okay. That brings us to the troll's turn.
Oh, this is also undead too. Huh?
Man, the smart thing is to kill the caster, but it just had all of its joints messed up by this small gnome.
Thank you, small gnome.
So it is going to take attention. It's going to take all its attack on you. Ooh, okay. This is good. This is good. 18 to hit. Samugi, that hits you.
Yeah, it does. Sorry.
Okay. Then a natural 1 and a 13.
So 14 altogether?
No, you don't add them, just 13.
Oh, okay, 13. I am down to 1 hit point.
No, that's not damage.
Oh, that hit
That was the
to
hit.
hit? Oh,
Does the
okay.
13
No,
hit
that's-
you?
I thought you just said 18.
No, I was rolling 3 attacks against you.
Oh, okay. No, a 13 doesn't hit. My armor class is 17.
Fuck me. Okay. Well, stop looking at my rolls, James.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's just watching me roll and laughing at me, and it's fucking up my mojo. Okay? It's making my next rolls bad.
I'm sorry. One more.
So you watch as this troll just roars out and takes a series of multi-attacks against Samugi, and almost in slow motion, it's like a beautiful dance. Like you watch as Samugi is like jumping in the air, and he gets grazed by 1 claw strike, and you take 5 points of slashing damage for a full round of multi-attacks. God damn it. Okay.
What's happening?
That brings us to top of the round. The white over here is going to go because he needs to make something happen. Oh, wait. I forgot to go with this zombie. This one is going to attack you, Sandara.
Right.
Okay. 20.
Son of a bitch. Yep. Excuse
You
my
take 4 points of damage, but I'd like a crispy or not so crispy concentration check, please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. That is a 20.
Okay,
Nice.
good for you. Okay, that's going to bring us to the white over here.
Is that the thing that hit me with the club? No.
It cannot close the distance on Sundara, and it's smart enough to know that that's the target. But for this round, it's gonna take swings on Samoogs. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
That. Oh my god. It took me from a natural 15, natural 18 to a natural 2 and a natural 1. So Samugi, what happens as this thing rolls a natural 1? Like, what do you do to deflect this blow as it runs at you with a curved longsword?
Mugi is just kind of like physical and astral arms behind his back, just kind of like sidestepping and like slowly,
That's cold.
dodging.
Taunting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. All right. All right. I have just created a hit point bar for the DM, and it has gone down. I just took 3d4 of morale damage. Okay. That's unfortunate. That feels bad. Okay.
I didn't watch that time. That's not my fault.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that brings us to our natural 20 crew. Because Samugi, you went dead last round. So Cass and Samugi are up, unless the stack wants to go.
Can I see Samugi through the two massive bodies?
That's a good question. You intermittently see glimpses of Samugi, yes, especially as he's doing this very notable, like, kind of hands behind the back dance. Go ahead and actually give me a perception check, Cass. Quick perception check.
Natural 5, so probably not great.
Okay.
9. Yeah, 9.
Okay, you see Samugi, and you notice something interesting about him. You don't quite know what it is, though, in the heat of battle. But you do see Samugi, so for the purpose of targeting and things like that, you see him.
Okay. Well, as this thing, I guess, sort of erupts out of the roof behind me, I would like to scramble off this little canvas top
Sure.
and hide down below. And then look out to Samugi, who seems to be handling himself pretty well. But I'm going to give him a inspiration die. Just in case.
Okay. Sure. So you inspire Samugi. You've learned some songs from the Gnome Dynasty. They're a very rich, cultured people. So you can absolutely begin to play some more exotic music that you think might make Samugi feel a little bit more at home.
I'll play a quick little gnome war chant or something.
Sure. Yeah.
It's way too aggressive.
Yeah. Okay. Anything with your action?
Oh shit! I did this out of order. No, because unless I can see the thing behind, I'm just gonna dodge.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
You are actively dodging.
I want to back up into the if I'm hidden in that shadow. I don't know if you can move me there or not, but narratively that's where I am.
Yeah, I can. It just fucks things up, so I won't. Okay. Varric.
Cool. So the stack kind of picks himself up off the bar. He does that thing where you crack your own neck.
Yeah.
That thing you do. And he's going to use that second wind.
Yeah.
On that from behind the bar. Just power it real quick.
For 10 points of healing. He's gonna give the boy a pat on the back. Sorry about your mom, bruv. And then
Yeah. Okay.
climb up the ladder. I assume there's a ladder.
Yeah.
To get out.
There is.
And then how much motion does that, or how many?
I'm gonna say that costs 15 feet to do that.
Is there anything within 15 feet of me that I can hit?
There's the Oni above you,
Mm.
and then otherwise no. I mean, you took a running dash and like dolphin dived into like down a complete story.
What's the next closest thing?
It would be the troll.
Okay, I'm gonna head in that direction.
You can double dash and make it there.
Yeah, let's do that. Does that put me in into position with everyone else?
Like flanking?
Yes, that's what
Yeah, you provided flanking to multiple people.
Cool.
Um,
And then I'll just kind of be like rolling my, or like, stretching it out and get back in the.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you kind of pop your neck and you watch as like,
Do a couple.
you kind of watch as the stack kind of runs back into the game, just getting loose. Okay. That brings us to zombies. I feel like I keep skipping one because I don't feel like I'm doing any fucking damage. They've been pretty fucking loose. This is supposed to be a hard encounter. Okay.
I mean, it's hard to do.
I mean,
I got fucked.
I feel very confident that I skipped Thanya last round.
possible.
Did that happen? Did I skip
No.
you?
Oh, I attacked. I just didn't do what I wanted to do. I didn't. Yeah, I attacked last round.
No, you did because you said a thing.
Yep.
There was narration. Okay.
You said a thing.
Yep.
Apologies. Well, I'm attacking you now. The zombie's gonna attack you. Did you go reckless last round?
Oh, yes, I did.
All right. So I'm gonna roll a straight roll against you. So the protection makes it not advantage. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
You know it does.
Does.
All right. 6 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 3.
All right.
I'm gonna have all these zombies go together because I keep skipping one.
That's fine.
This one is gonna hit you for ass. Never mind. It's not gonna hit you.
Does ass hit?
No.
Tried to grab my ass. Okay, that's it, you little fucker.
Sexual harassment.
And then I
Get
fucked
hands
up.
in a fight.
Talk to zombie HR about that.
I fucked up. One of those was supposed to be against Sandara, but it's too late.
That's fine.
All right, the dwarf is gonna swing against the Samoogs. That's a natural 18, down to an 18.
So Moogs is gonna use his action to dodge.
Okay,
Can I do that? Yeah, that right? Yeah, because I haven't used my action
Yeah.
yet.
sure.
Yep. Good shit.
Kind of
That's
like in
even
a
better.
rhythmic motion.
I rolled even better. So you take 5 points, well, okay. Well, you take two stupid points, but I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
You can use wisdom instead.
You can add a
Yes, I
d6
know.
if you'd like.
Dope. If I'd like, can I do I save it for something else, or
If
up to
see
you.
if
is that like
see the roll,
optional? Like,
Yeah.
You can add it after the roll.
and then a D6. You said.
No, you don't have to use it right now.
I kind of want to. Am I allowed to know what the DC is?
No. No.
Okay, then I'm gonna add it. It's gonna be 13.
13 is literally the DC.
Hey.
Shit.
Did you roll a strength or wisdom save?
Wisdom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. That brings us to Thanya and Sundara.
You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I want to get the hell
Oh,
out of
I'm
here.
sorry. I skipped the Oni.
Oh.
The Oni is going to move over here,
You motherfucker.
I hate all of it.
and it is now going to be floating upside down,
Cool.
and it is going to attempt to grapple you, Samugi.
Oh,
So I need you to make an athletics check, but you can use your wisdom modifier.
Okay. Okay.
Does the dodge action only work for one attack against her?
This is not an attack.
Oh, okay.
19.
Good shit.
Okay. So you watch as these two semi-spectral arms like latch, and the Oni is trying to overpower Samugi to like pin him down on the floor. And you watch as Samugi just completely resists. So there's just this tiny gnome underneath this massive Oni holding his ground. What you all notice at this point, the kind of runic tattoos on the Oni's arms are an exact identical match for how Samugi's look. You now see the spectral arms of Samugi look very suspiciously similar to the build and size of the Onis itself. That's its whole action. I suck. Okay, that brings us to Thanya and Sundara.
I want to leave post haste. I would like to misty step onto this little high ground rock with the I don't know leaves.
Okay.
To the right.
just glitching everywhere.
All right, yeah, you can get up here.
Oh, I mean, I didn't want not that far, but
Oh,
just-
like
yeah.
up here?
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. So that is my bonus action, and oh my gosh, there's so many things down there. I
Fireball.
guess. Yeah, I'll firebolt. I agree. I'm just gonna the troll. Try to. It hasn't been going well. Oh, thank God. 26.
Oh, nice.
Fuck. What? Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
Alright. And
I
that's
guess
6 damage.
possible,
6 fire
yeah.
damage. Finally. Jeez.
Okay.
Good.
6 fire damage. Just like your previous encounter with it, you watch as the rotting flesh stops reconnecting itself as soon as you expose it to fire.
Good shit.
Okay.
Do I
Thanya.
have advantage on any attacks depending on where I stand because of the flanking, or no?
So remember advantage, we changed it to add a d4.
Okay, gotcha.
So when you're flanking,
Alright,
you add a d4. You don't get advantage.
Gotcha. Okay, I will go reckless then on the troll again, and see if we can
Okay.
get this fucker for a 20. Nat 20, motherfucker. Exactly what I wanted. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll add the fire damage I can do. So it's 26 points. So the fire damage would be 12 points of damage. The slashing damage would be 14, and then 5 on top of that. So what is that? 31 points of total damage, I think.
Right. Assuming I can do math, that's right.
Waiting on that natty. I really needed that.
Okay. Well, fuck. Do you want to do this or do you want me to?
Oh fuck! I want to do this. Like, so I see Varric come back. Smoothie's in trouble, getting tackled by this fucking Oni. I want to take my glaive now that I've got it back, and it feels much more comfortable having this than that war pick I've been using for so long. I spin it around, twirl it around my back, and like this is more like it. And I say something, and I'd say that the glaive itself, runes would wrap around it, and it would light on fire at the end, and I just cut this thing's fucking head off, like clean off.
Okay. As you access your giant heritage, you watch as runes light up on your body as they light up on the glaive, as it bursts into flame, and like a searing hot knife through butter, you just swipe through this rancid flesh, and in a single clean motion, the troll is again dead.
And if it comes back, we'll kill it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to move. Can I like position myself to closer to Samugi to see if I can interpose at some point, or am I already like close enough?
There's no way to interpose because they're physically like locked in together right now.
Okay.
But you can get close because bear in mind, Samugi's arms, in a lot of ways, are almost larger than your actual arms. So it's like there's a spiritual entity shooting out of Samugi, grappling with this creature above you.
Okay, so here's what I'll do. So I kill the troll. I'd step in front of the rest of those zombies, look back at Varric, and like, dude, fucking get that thing off of her. For him,
Okay.
right? Samugi, yeah.
Okay. That brings us to the troll's dead. So top of the round, the white is going to take initiative, and he's going to take attacks on you. You went reckless, but you're fucking fuck. Oh, God, and you're positioning in front of shit. Fuck it. It is gonna work its way around. I'm gonna say you can hit it. You can take an opportunity attack, Samugi.
Okay, I'm kind of wondering why you want me to burn my reaction, but sure, why not?
No, not you, Samugi.
Oh, Samugi. Oh, gotcha.
Staying in your range because it's taking a full round of multi attacks on you. Hit once,
Okay.
you fuck. Okay.
That's just my whatever. Okay, I'm just rolling an unarmed strike. So, right, 22 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And sorry, who is this against again?
You see this. It's like an undead elf that's holding a curved blade.
Okay.
Is that the one that attacked me?
Yep.
Then points of damage.
Okay. All right. It does hit you. All right, Thanya, you take 7 half to 3 points of slashing damage, and that was a
Okay.
lot of effort to hit a fucking raging barbarian. Yeah, get your fucking head in the game, Alex. Okay. All right, that brings us to the stack, unless our natties want to go.
Let's
So just
finish
assume
this.
you have initiative unless someone interrupts.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um, What's the closest zombie to me?
It's the thing that just hit Thanya. The thing that's been trying to hit you this whole time.
Cool, let's fuck it up. Oh, cool. 18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's 10 points of damage, and it gets moved 5 feet away from us.
Does not appear to be as effective as you expected. I messed up these fucking minis. So this one should be here. This one should be over here. Okay. 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 That's your go. That brings us to zombies. Oh god, okay. We gotta start.
Do
Oh,
I have
fuck it.
the
All right.
option to attack, or am I like engaged in this grapple?
No, you're mechanically you're not. You can break away from that whenever you want because you technically won the check.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to make my attack on the Dokebi.
Okay.
Is he considered like giant?
Yeah. He would be considered large. Well, let me check.
Consider grande.
Yeah, he would be large, so you'd be rolling 3d4 per hit.
Okay. All right. 24 to hit. Five, 6, 9 points. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay.
And then my does it affect him?
It does. Yeah. You deal damage.
Okay. And then I'm gonna take my bonus action. I guess do the same thing. 14 hits.
14 to hit.
Yeah.
That misses.
Fuck. Okay.
So
I'm gonna
as
use
we're
my
now in
movement.
this kind of like matrix vertical situation, and he takes initiative with the zombies too. You pull him down towards you and just do like a rising palm right into his face, and then try to kind of transition that into just like a 1-inch punch. But you watch as he catches your arm and looks at you, Samugi, and says, "Don't forget, I'm going to return with the thing that you most fear." He's going to use his action to cast Gaseous Form and slowly turn into a cloud of black smoke that is going to rise and begin to float away.
He just dipped on it?
He's dipping on you guys. Unless you guys have a way to do something about that.
I've got a bunch of other
Really
jewelry.
good, but there's nothing I can do to stop him.
I mean, I don't even know if I want to stop him. TBQ.
So that is its go. That brings us to zombies. These two are gonna just gang up on Samugi. Natural 2. And that's not gonna hit even if I roll again at disadvantage. So they're just. Oh wait, I have D4s. Because I'm flanking. This one might hit.
Not gonna hit.
Probably not. If I roll max, then I still won't hit. Okay.
Not gonna hit.
Yeah, they're all wildly trying to swing at you, but that protection spell is fucking my shit up, and I can't do anything.
Shit.
Well, you're doing some-
I have another zombie though. Fuck it. It's gonna fighting Thonya's. There's no point. It's gonna go to Varric.
It has advantage on it?
The first one was cocked, and I rolled lower. That's gonna be a 15 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Okay.
Sorry, bud.
That brings us to Thanya and Sundara.
Want to go first, Sindora?
No, you can go. Just
All right.
think of
I will. So I've got like what, 3 zombies around me?
Yeah.
Are any of them like shoulder to shoulder where I might possibly be able to cleave through one and get the other?
Specifically, yes.
Okay. Can I try to do that? You know, I only
You
have
take
one
an
attack.
opportunity attack to get into position.
That's fine.
I Assumed so. At fucking. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
Okay. I'll go reckless.
Oh, shit. Okay.
20 unnatural to hit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the fire damage with this too.
Okay.
So, sorry, struggling right now. 9 points of slashing damage and 9 points of fire damage. And that is the last of my fire attacks that I can do.
And you're able to cleave?
No, I was wondering, I was asking you as the DM, could I do that?
There are certain weapons that allow you to do that, but yours doesn't have that.
That feature. Okay, I was just checking to see if I could.
How much damage did you do?
I did 9 points of slashing and 9 points of fire damage, so 18 total.
Okay. So you watch as you go up to one of the zombies and completely slash pretty much like their shoulder, torso, and head pretty much off their body. And you watch as the kind of, I guess, part of the body that did not get cut off just kind of like wobbles around for a bit. And a hand reaches down, picks up its own hand, and slowly attaches itself back as it clumsily stumbles around. So you brought it down to 0, and it comes back to 1 point.
Even with fire damage? Damn it. Alright. Stupid fucking zombies.
That brings us to Sandara.
I will magic missile, and I will use one on the one that looks the most hurt, and then the other 2 on the other guy next to Samuel.
Being very okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. Don't bother with the first bolt because you're hitting the one that has 1 hit point.
Okay. 5, 3, and 3.
Okay. Sorry, 5 was which one?
5 is the first one, I guess. I just
Okay, and I actually lied. The damage you do does matter.
Oh, okay. Well, 5, 3, and 3.
Oh no.
5 is the most hurt one.
Yeah, that made a difference.
Good
So
shit.
you watch as this zombie picks itself back up and puts itself literally back together. Like a sniper, you watch as its head just gets fired back as a magic bolt shoots through it, and it just falls to the ground and collapses into dust.
Shoot.
It rolled a natural 3 on its Constitution save, so 8 was the amount of damage you needed to kill it. 3 and 3 on the next one. Okay, that'll be the dwarf. Or you said the next most hurt one?
Mm-hmm.
That would actually be the white. So it takes 6 points of damage. Okay. That brings us to Cass. You never went, so you can go now.
Oh, yeah. Man, not much I can do. I'll poke my head over the corner, and Varric is, or wait, no. Sonya, this is just like the gladiator ring. We're real fighters now. I'm gonna try to bardic inspire Sonya
Oh, thank you.
while hiding up on the roof.
Okay.
And then I'd like to take the hide action.
Okay, make a stealth check. I like how you just keep popping in and out of this fruit stand to encourage your friends.
Yeah, I do. I picked really bad.
Like, you're doing good down there. Keep up the good work.
That's a.
I was literally thought you were looking for, like, I thought that was code for something. Like, I thought you were going like, fireball. I was like, okay, cool.
I had food spells. Oh, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to top of the round. So if you want to go again, feel free to let me know. But otherwise, this white is going to go. It rolled a natural 20 on its perception check, so it sees you, and it's going to rush in and attack something that maybe it can actually hurt. Oh my god. So what happens to it when it rolls a natural 1?
I think it's pure luck. I
Yeah.
don't think Cassius avoids it on purpose.
So here's what happens. You feel like you've hidden, and this undead hand reaches out, pulls you out from under this fruit stand, and you watch as it goes for a killing blow, and right before it strikes the top of your skull and just splits you down the middle, you watch as the top of the blade hits the roof of this stupid fruit stand. So with that, you just have this moment where you like look up, look back at it, kind of Jackie Chan style, a little bit of slapstick. At which point, it is going to reach forward, grab your throat, and take its second attack to do a life steal. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Sounds fun. That's a 14.
Fuck off, right? Okay, so you still take damage. You take 5 points of damage, necrotic,
Ready?
but your hit point max is not reduced.
No. Good to know.
thank God. Yeah, because that's like permanent. I
Takes
think.
out a big chunk of my health.
Okay. Okay. That brings us to...
Oh wait, can I go now and just disengage
You can.
and move?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I would like to Misty Step away as this sword gets stuck on the top. Just step away from the monster, take a back step, disappear, sort of to the left near the bottom of the rocks. Well, not that far left. just like right below the cliff where I was on. To the right. Man, I wish I could ping. Right below Sandara. I think that's who's up there. Yeah,
Here?
sure, that's fine. Right there. Yep.
You don't have line of sight on that, so it'll be more like
Yeah.
here.
Yep, that works.
All right. Varric, the stack.
Where's that fucking elf? 5 feet away? So?
No. It went over to try to fuck up Cassius.
I'm gonna action dodge as well.
Oh.
Yeah. You knocked it away from you, so it could leave your range.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the closest one then?
There's one right on you.
Okay. Let's smash him.
Okay.
What's a 16 get me?
A hit.
14 points of damage. And it gets. I'm not gonna push it 5 feet wide.
Okay.
I'll keep it
All right. That brings us to zombies. One is going to hit you.
Me?
One is going to miss you, and another one is going to. With this, you watch as the white fixes its gaze on the casters here. This zombie is going to stop trying to attack Samugi, and it's going to go for Cassius.
I have a 15-foot reach. Can I use my reaction to hit it?
You have a 15-foot reach? Sure.
The glaive is 10, and I get an extra 5 for my size.
Yes. Yeah, you can hit it.
Reckless.
You can choose Samugi.
What about me?
No.
That's 23 to hit.
Sure. Go and roll damage.
12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Samugi.
That was
Roll attack.
24.
So your attack is only these are only D4s.
Yeah. So it was 24 to hit, and then 6 points of damage. Sorry, 24. I don't know if I said that.
Okay. You did literally 6 points of damage.
Literally, yeah.
Well, actually, I guess it wouldn't matter. Okay. So you brought it down to 0, and then it gets to roll a Constitution save. The DC is 5 plus the damage it took, and it rolled a natural 1.
So
What a night you're
here's how-
having.
Yeah, I
Here's how we-
don't know what to tell you. I
Here's-
feel like.
here-
So
here's
here's
how
what
I
happens.
see this happen.
So as it runs away, you watch as Thanya just impales it with the glaive, and Samugi, almost as an afterthought, just looks over, and in a very like Steven Seagal way, just like one hand just snaps its neck. And it very unceremoniously and very fucking unhelpfully dies. Okay. Cool.
How are those
That
DM
brings us
Constitution?
to the trolls that everything I had was fucking bad. Okay. Back to the white. We gotta make some moves here. We gotta make something happen. It's gonna jump up here and take a full round of multi-attacks on Sundara to get rid of this spell.
Is any- Can I interject really quick?
Yes.
Okay, Samugi's gonna see the elf running across, and he's gonna kind of like pinpoint to meet him over where he's aiming towards and take his attack.
Okay. So as Samugi just snaps the neck of that zombie, you watch as the whole time his gaze was actually calculating the movement of this undead elf. And Sundar, you watch as this gnome just full-on crouching tiger leaps over your head to intercept this elf. Go ahead and take your things.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Is he a large fellow?
He's a size larger than you, so you deal 2d4.
Okay, cool. 5 points damage.
Okay. That's your action. Do you want a bonus action to do anything?
Do make another attack.
You do, yeah. Go ahead. You do notice previous weapon attacks against this thing have not been successful, but Sundara and Samugi are doing full damage against this thing.
That was 16 to hit.
That hits.
Um, 6 points of damage.
Okay.
That was 6 points of damage.
Okay. So instead of attacking Sundara, I'm going to say it's going to have to attack Samugi because you interrupted it. Do you see this?
I do see it.
What just happened? Tell me.
Double nats. 1.
I rolled
Okay.
2 natural ones, 1 natural 1 for one attack, and 1 natural 1 for another.
Yeah, I was kind of counting on it, honestly. So
I think how it's good that DM HP is going to drop so low. He's going to drop a dragon on us.
Okay. Yeah. That was my natural 20 initiative turn. That brings us to Varric.
Varric is going to. I assume there's still one guy right next to me.
Yes.
Let's fuck this guy up.
Go and roll damage or roll your fucking attack.
What's a natural 20 then?
That'll.
No one's immune to natural 20s.
Yeah. So, yeah, the cool thing for you about this is it just bypasses its whole undead resistance thing too, because it was a crit. So why don't you just go ahead and roll damage? Why don't you just roll damage so that you have fun?
Okay, because he's gonna roll.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, and we can just talk about it. But we'll go ahead and just roll. What we're witnessing is a statistical anomaly. I've never. This was supposed to be like a deadly encounter.
Yeah, it seems way too easy. What? So deadly?
I don't think I've rolled above a 9 this whole fucking encounter, and this protection spell. It attacked
Was
my weak.
fantastically close.
So that's 20 points of damage.
Mhm.
Is it still up?
It's so dead.
Is there anything within my movement?
Yeah, there's the white.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that because I have the crochet feat where I get to make another attack.
Well, it's the Great Weapon Master feat, but yes.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So you can run up the stairs here.
Charging up the fucking thing.
Go ahead and add you're flanking, so go ahead and add a D4 to the attack roll on this. And because it is so fucking dejected that it got 2 natural ones, I'm gonna say that it just. I'm gonna say that Samugi just straight up disarms it by catching its blade and then just like smashing its sword. So you have advantage against this attack, and it's now unarmed. So go ahead and make your
I have
attack.
advantage?
You have advantage now.
Okay, so 19 total.
Okay, that hits.
We're gonna go ahead and also add a superiority die for trip attack. So it means we get DC 15 strength save to stay up if it's
Okay.
which is 20 points total.
Okay. Are you moving it?
Sure, 5 feet.
Uh,
That's as far as I can take it.
okay. You can so you can go. I mean, you can push it off.
Yes.
So it's prone, falling off this. I'm going to say that's an automatic failed save. I don't know how high this is. We'll call it 10 feet. So that'll add another. Okay. So with that, you watch as Varric the Stack rushes over and just full on like baseball bat style hits this thing square in the chest, picks it up off the ground, launches it off of this little ridge, and it falls prone about 12 feet down here for a whopping you said 20 points of damage? That's plus another 8. It's really fucking hurt. Okay, that brings us to Thanya and Sundara.
Alright. I'll take. Do you mind if I take this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. So I'm like. I would see where it fell off, right?
Yeah, you would have the general direction. You can't see past it, but you're like, hey, if I walk 30 feet that way, I could get to the bottom of where
Yeah,
this
okay.
thing
So, yeah, so I'm gonna walk. Can I get within 20 feet of it?
You can get within 15 feet of it.
I'd like to just get within 20 and then just go. It's been a minute since I've actually had one of these to throw. I'm gonna throw one of my hand axes right at its face.
It's prone, so roll at disadvantage. Unless you're going reckless.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go reckless. Do a straight roll. And then I have the Bardic Inspiration still, right?
Yeah, this is an
That's
appropriate.
That's a
time to use it.
D6.
D6. Yeah.
Wait.
Yep.
He's
Don't worry about it. So let me have this.
Oh god, that was terrible. That was a 3 total.
Okay.
Damn. Alright, that's okay. That's fine. I have another one. And due to everybody being able to do 2-weapon fighting, I won't get my bonus to the damage on it, but I can throw it.
Okay.
Like, shit, that was all. Maybe I'm a little rusty. Alright, let's try this again. I do not get Bardic Inspiration on this, correct?
No, because you already
Okay.
burnt it.
That's better. 21 to hit.
Actually,
So,
wait, Pierce, does your bardic inspiration only work if it works?
No, not yet. That's way later.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
20 something you said?
yeah.
Okay.
So, damage total is 3 points of damage plus the rage. Actually, no, I don't get a bonus to it, so 3 points of damage.
You do get a rage bonus, just not your.
Oh, okay,
modifier.
so 6 points of damage.
Okay. It's very hurt. It's alone, and now it has an axe in its head. Sundara, you're up.
Oh, wait, sorry. And there's 2 more because of my giant throwing. So 8 points total. Sorry, I don't know if that made a difference, but yeah.
It might.
So I throw the first one and just miss fucking horribly. Like, god damn it. Alright, let's try this again. Sit still! And just fucking wing it at him. Like, try to catch it right between the eyes.
So Sundara, if you were to turn around and kind of walk over the crest of this ridge, you would see Thanya kind of making some sport here. And I don't know, depending on how, the culture of the Shattered Isles are, you might start to feel a little bad. But I don't know, that's just me.
is he even
Out of you.
I will cast Magic Missile and try and put it out of its misery.
Or just bombard this thing, man.
Okay.
I died if one of you guys was like, I've been holding on to this the whole night. Fireball! just on the one target.
That's a total of 8.
That is more than enough. You only needed 4. As the bolts fly into the air in this almost very slow motion moment, you almost see a look of thanks as the white kind of locks eyes with you. And with that, silence falls over the camp.
That was
As
fun.
the adrenaline wears off, you get a chance to take stock of what has happened.
You guys okay up there? As I yell that up to all of you guys standing on the ridge.
Still alive and well over here, Cassius. That was quite the entertaining you've done. I've never heard that rendition of the gnomes' war chant.
Well, yeah, it's all history exaggerates things. Maybe I don't know. Do I hear movement from the building behind us now? Like,
With that, yes. You would hear this, wait, and you watch as David begins kind of running up the ladder, running out to kind of take stock of what has happened here.
Is this a kid?
This is the kid.
Is it how bad's the mom?
Bad.
Can I stop him?
He's moving quick. You're closer to like where his mom's body is. He has no idea where it is.
Okay. I just kind of like to,
Like try to block.
like if I have to, I'll grapple him. But
Yeah. So he'll run out. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
As he kicks you in the nuts.
I don't know if his foot could reach that hard. 13.
He beats you.
Oh shit.
So with that, you go to grab him, and as you do, he's got like this outer, almost like vest, and he just slips out of it, and with a spin moves right past you. He's just trying to find where his mom is. He doesn't see her. She's pretty like kind of sunken down a little bit in the sand, and she's still like partially in the sack. So with you crowding around, like he doesn't see her.
I'd go over and try to grab the kid. Like, dude, come on. It's not safe out here yet. Let's get back inside.
Okay.
We'll
I'd
figure
like
out
you to
what
make an
happens.
athletics check.
All right. Uh, 21.
So, as you do, you see that he's not really fighting anymore.
Oh,
It seems like kind of the realization has kind of struck him, and off screen you kind of sequester him back in the inn. Rashid kind of takes over and grabs him. Rashid looks very shaken.
who's Rashid?
This is the innkeeper who was helping dole out tasks.
Okay.
And now the settlement truly is a ghost town, as in your short stay here, there were stories of disappearances here, and even more so, it's just your party, Rashid and the kid.
Oh yeah, what happened to the doctor guy? Wizard guy, sorry.
Doesn't appear
Yeah.
to be around.
I haven't checked this place.
I'd be trying to clean everything up around the campfire, and then I'm guessing I'd come across the body with her, or the bag with her body in it that I hadn't previously seen, and just kind of like file all that aside somewhere. Not her body, but all the bones from the skeletons. Make sure it's no threat.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ! What the hell, you guys?
Boogie.
I'm no mage, but what the hell? What was all this about? What the hell was the point of this?
I climbed my way down. I mean, they told us things were weird here tonight, and it's like Spirit Week or something. So, I mean, I have no
They
idea.
were after the kid, though, for some reason. Obviously, his mother. That's the hard part of that demise.
I mean,
That was a fucking Oni.
Hello.
looked weird. I mean,
It's not a normal
Samugi,
demon that you
definitely knew you.
knew me.
I knew you. What?
Oh, who are you talking to? I thought you
About
said
the
knew
Oni.
me. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, Samugi, the Oni.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes, I knew that demon personally, but I wonder if he's just here because I'm here, or if he's here in this town for another reason. I imagine he's just following me around because he does have a personal vendetta against me.
Hell of a demon to piss off. Mind me asking what you did?
Well, I simply befriended the wrong demon, and when I realized what I was becoming was a reflection of the demon himself, and I had to cut myself off from him. So I tricked him and deceived him in an attempt to rid myself of him, and he took it pretty personally. So it seems as if he's making it his mission to haunt me now. Or this town, I'm not really sure.
Shit.
Is there a right kind of demon to befriend? If you ask me,
Good question.
I don't think that's normal.
Yeah,
That
it's
being
not
said, you want
a
some normal
mistake I would
yourself.
make again.
You notice at this moment, Varric is pretty obviously missing a tooth.
What hit you? That?
Leave
How
my
the hell did you lose it?
Yeah.
Grab my. Trying to hold my ribs together.
So at this moment, Rashid is pretty tied down, just trying to console the kid.
Can I reach over the bar to grab some alcohol?
100%.
I'm gonna do that. And
Okay.
I'll take one too.
Take a hefty drink.
Okay. So the two larger individuals in your party are drinking and licking their wounds in the tavern. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll make my way down the hatch into the sort of shelter area. It's not quite an inn, I suppose.
Okay.
I mean, feels like we kind of just ran into this place and fucked their whole day up.
Does the kid look like he's like still just like super shaky and crying or anything? How old is this kid?
He's tucked away. This kid's maybe like 16,
Okay.
but he's tucked away.
Would I be able
Rashid's
to like
tucked away.
track him down? You figure out which room he's
I
hiding
mean,
in?
there's basically just like a couple of rooms in the tavern here, and like 2 of them appear to be for staff, so it would not be too hard to do.
Okay. I'd like to go looking for him if it's okay.
Okay. Yeah. In very little time, yeah, you find him.
Okay, so I like knock on the door, obviously, just open it really quietly. What's his name again?
David.
David. I'd go and like sit on the bed next to him, I guess.
Yeah. As
Are you
you
able-
do, you would see Rashid is already pretty much doing that.
Okay.
So you want to
I'd go,
join?
then I'd kneel in front of him, then just see if I can help console him a little bit.
Okay.
I'd want to tell him a story as to how when I was a kid, my mother loved ravens. Said they're always looking over us, protecting us. It's the most common bird because we have so many ancestors still looking after us. And when she died, I was really little, and I remember just before she died, she made me this. And I pull out this this necklace with an iron skull of a raven, with some protection runes and such on it, and I'd give it to him. Just let him know that she's always looking over him.
Okay.
Try to help console him a little
can see
bit.
pretty clearly that he's been pretty distraught, and now it's almost like the shock has taken over.
Yeah.
But he definitely responds to this. He accepts it, and doesn't say anything, but you could tell with his eyes that he thanks you.
Yeah, and I'd walk away, go back to drinking.
Rashid gives you a kind of surprised nod of thanks, as
Thank
he
you.
notices that it seems that you have gotten through to this kid.
Okay.
And I'm also going to award you a D6 inspiration that will last until you use it.
All right.
That didn't go how I was expecting.
Yeah, that's why I did that. I was ready to make you roll, and I was ready for it not to go well. All right. What are the rest of you doing as we go into the night?
I guess as we're sitting with the group, I kind of ask them I'm just like, what do they do with their dead bodies? Um,
Good
so
question.
like, what do you do with your dead bodies? There's no water to embrace their soul here.
Water to embrace their soul? What are you talking about?
You know, you send the bodies to the deep water as like as a farewell.
You don't burn them.
You don't bury them?
Burn bodies? No, you
Burn
bury
'em.
Use them.
bodies. Oh, that's sad.
So everybody has different burial rituals, but yeah, that's a new one to me.
And so I guess should we bury this body outside of the mother?
I think respectfully in the morning we have. Be a good idea. Maybe have a small service for them. Maybe it'll help them
Yeah.
out.
This is just me here. But we just fought a bunch of zombies. Maybe we should burn the bodies so there are no bodies left. Because you don't want the boy to have to fight his own mother. Seems a little
Yep.
morbid.
I don't know much about necromancy, but he's got a point. We could still hold the service and say we buried it somewhere and set something up for the kid later.
Maybe
You guys are the
something-
ones that have
Maybe-
magic. What do you think on this?
Maybe we should ask Rashid what their customs are before we decide what to do with the body.
Okay.
Would want to be respectful.
All
Go
for it.
for it.
Yeah. go
Okay,
for
so
it.
we go find Rashid.
You go looking for him, and you can see that at this point, Davita's gone to sleep. Rashid just kind of like leaves the door or like leaves the room. He looks exhausted, and he sees your small form approach and just goes, "Oh, thank you for doing what you could. I suppose it appears I have." This is all my fault.
What makes you say that?
It is, after speaking with David, it is clear that our supposed friend from Tarsus Folly has not been what he appears to be. I suspect he was in cahoots with this demon, and together I think that is what was making these people go missing. Right here under my nose. And now it has cost the life of my friend.
We are very deeply sorry for the loss of David's mother and all the other victims of this demon. I hope you don't feel the need to bear the entire responsibility. I don't know what my own involvement is in this mess, but I did know that demon from another life, and I was hoping to never cross paths with him again, but we did, unfortunately, tonight. So, but we wanted to ask what we should do with Nadia's body. We would like to bury it, or whatever customs you follow. We would like to respect that.
You watch as this point, as you were talking, he reached behind the counter as well and has just opened up a bottle of hard liquor and has just been taking swigs from it. She was one of the last of her people. So I suppose she should be interred in the mausoleum, like the great warriors of old.
The mausoleum, the haunted mausoleum, from which the demon escaped. Is that? There's only one, right?
I see your point, but at this juncture, I mean, I don't quite see how it could get any worse, you know?
Fair point. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Let us know if there's anything else we can do to help you. And then
I think Nadia was a friend for quite some time. I think I would prefer to just take care of this myself.
Very well. Does Samugi
Thank you.
leave then, presumably? You're welcome.
Where's this
Uh,
mausoleum?
You didn't go inside, but this whole structure is built around a stone structure that's built within the mesa here.
Okay.
So you'll all watch as Rosh will very, with great sadness, kind of move past your group, give you all a nod of respect and thanks, and move out towards the campsite to inter his friend, whose body he has not yet seen.
I'd like to keep an eye. If it's okay, I'd walk with him just as a lookout, just in case.
Sure, you're just looking for any kind of funny business?
Yeah, just that, and yeah, in case anything else jumps off. Kind of like escort him to do what he's got to do.
Okay. You watch as he goes out, inspects the body, takes a moment, and then actually leaves it there, and he begins to move towards the mausoleum. And he notices that you're watching, and he actually just says, I could actually use a hand with this, if you don't mind. And if you go to help him, he goes into the mausoleum and actually collects a large stone casket, almost put in like slots and like shrines in this place.
Yeah, like into the wall of it.
Yeah, and kind of brings it out as respectfully as possible, puts the body in, and then back towards the mausoleum. It's a multiple hour long process that you're doing.
Just out of curiosity, as I'm like, I want to like investigate just him overall, just to be safe. Like honestly, just to be
kind of
safe.
get a read on him.
Yeah, that like see if I see any like outstanding like marks or something that would be off at all.
Make an insight check.
Oh, that's gonna be bad. Okay, I'll use my inspiration. It's a D6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yay, 7.
He just seems super sad.
Okay.
I mean, you notice like he's got a unique looking brand on his hand, on his right hand.
Okay.
But you don't know what it means. It's not like a rune or anything like that you'd recognize.
Yeah. I'd like
you said
to,
you were
if
looking
I can, for the best of, to see it, kind of dedicate it to memory.
Okay.
For later purposes, if I know what it looks like.
Okay. You dedicate it to memory. With that, after finishing that, it was a night of hard work. He's going to retire to the inn and offer a drink to share with you. While that's happening, anyone else who hasn't spoken up yet? Does anyone else want to do anything with the rest of their evening?
I'm just milking a drink at the bar, thinking about, pretty sure whatever deals we had are off now. We haven't made it very far into the desert, and we're almost dead. No hope. I'm just considering how fruitful this journey is. While trying
the
to
wizard
slowly
said he
get
gives.
drunk.
Well, there's still transportation on the way.
Yeah.
To the city,
Ye-
right?
I guess. I mean, I guess so. Yeah. If he's already called
One
him.
question: we killed that orc or that troll, right?
You
And
did.
the wizard didn't want it damaged, technically, like no limbs missing.
The wizard mentioned that they didn't want it particularly damaged or mutilated.
Yeah, and
They
then it
wanted
just showed up,
intact.
and we just killed it again.
Hmm.
Was it the same one? I would guess it would have to be.
Probably.
It looked very similar. It hadn't even had much of a chance to decay. It was pretty much the same thing that you fought twice.
Obviously, he had nefarious purposes.
Probably got killed by the troll. I mean, we haven't seen him yet.
So we go
You
check
do know
on that.
there is still the house that was specifically made for like members of Karsus Folly that you've not seen, and you've also not seen inside the laboratory from which you lured the troll.
Might be something to look into in the morning.
Is that room
Yeah, I
in
said
this
it.
inn?
It's not in the inn. It's a there's like a little cabin in the woods, kind of like way out of place log cabin. That,
Let's go explore.
It's definitely a morning thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Time for the start to hit the start.
And we're kind of tired.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, do you want to explore or do you want to take a rest?
I
Or
was.
are some people doing one and not the other?
I'll take first watch. I just want to keep an eye out. Like, after all these zombies and shit, like I'll just take first watch if that's okay with you.
Yeah,
You guys.
I can take second watch whenever you're done. I'll stay up for a little bit. Read my
Thanks.
letter. That's it.
Okay.
I only need like 4 hours of sleep, so I can also do like the second half of the night.
Oh, whoa.
Very nice.
Such a night.
So you all take watch, you have yourselves a long rest, you can make the changes for a long rest. The night goes on uneventfully. It's pretty quiet out in the desert. And the true, like, this truly becomes like a ghost town at this point. Once your party member, as you kind of have side conversations here and there, people kind of turn in. I mean, Raj completely opens the entire inn to you, so like any room you want is completely yours. He's pretty much ruined. Like, you get the sense he's done. After some time, morning comes, and there is a new day. As you're all gathering,
Someone would need to wake me up. Because I was already
it's one of those things where like you are just totally passed out, and there's general activity that starts to
bring me down.
crescendo around you. And it comes to a
Yeah, we're-
peak when Rashid lays out a very bountiful platter of freshly cooked spiced meats and pastries, and just that, like, way too much fresh food.
Like way too much that it's suspicious, or way too much that we're excited to eat.
A little bit of both.
What's the
It's-
rest of his food?
It's, you get the sense he's like, well, all of this is going to go to waste now because I no longer have a business.
Okay, well that's sad.
See, you still live here and you need to eat. Like, I don't want you to waste all your food on us. I appreciate it.
Someone needs to take the boy to the city.
We'll take him.
Well, I mean,
No, the
just
Deja
give it
didn't
a-
even ask
let's
for anything.
maybe-
You just got him.
I mean, we're going to the city. When he's going to the city.
Are we gonna make it alive
Yeah,
to the city?
we're not even too sure about our own health. We're gonna take care of a kid on the way there.
He's a man.
For what it's worth, his uncle and I do business together. He is a we were previously work colleagues, and he knows how to get things in and out of the city. I simply was planning on having his uncle come here via Thresher, and I was going to go along just so they had a little bit extra help in case they run into any trouble in the desert.
Via what?
Thresher. You know, like the it's like a big basket pulled by a pair of bullets.
Oh,
You know, a thresher, like a what do you
Not
call
from
it
the
in your?
desert,
He turns to you, Sandara, and starts speaking in Elvish, basically saying the same thing.
Play that, but I don't use any new words. You know, a thrasher.
Yes, like your friend knows.
Like
Yeah,
the-
Sort of a thresher, right?
You know, it's like a
Like a sleigh,
We'll see. You'll see it.
a carriage.
See it. We'll go. We'll
It's
see it.
carriage. That's the word. It's like a carriage. So you know how in like the you know, you company men, you take your horses and stuff, and you have a carriage. It's like that, but just more, I don't know, sensical, or it's just, I don't know, it's just bigger.
Yeah.
And
better for the sand.
well, I mean,
Imagine
we don't-
wheels wouldn't do too great.
I mean,
no,
Wheels.
exactly. Wheels do not work down here. I mean, ask the Far Empire why they lost the war, huh? It's a little history joke for you.
Sundar doesn't laugh.
So as we're eating, just as a note, I'm pushing all the meat away because I just don't trust it right now. I have to see
Fair.
it.
I'll eat your spare meat.
yeah.
If you're not, I mean, if you're not
Word.
gonna eat that, just that's such a waste.
No,
and that's
I'm-
so rude.
Hey,
I'll take it.
I've had enough cooked flesh in front of me for one.
That is speak of you know, you will that is actually bullet meat as well.
How is it
Good.
on
I'll
the
stick to the pastries and such.
how
Um,
is it on the fine food scale?
It is
How gamey is it?
actually not very gamey.
really?
It's this isn't gonna sound good, but it's like a total mix of chicken and fish. So it's like fish, but it has a more. My sister's scowling. It has a more
Gross.
a little bit more texture to it, and it's just a little less fishy. But the way it's spiced, it's like very acidic, and very spicy.
The stack legs.
Yeah, I mean it's a little. It might be a bit of an acquired taste, but it's very exotic and very fresh tasting. I will say, it is also barely cooked. Like the outside is pretty clearly pan seared, but as you go into it, it's kind of like sushi. Like the middle of it is pretty much raw. But again, very fresh.
No wedding ring falls out of your mouth as you're chewing.
That makes me concerned about eating extra, but you know what? We'll roll the dice.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like stuffing your face just with this dish, which is clearly like the most expensive and fancy one, you would start to feel like a little sick, just because it's, it's like you're eating a whole bag of those salt and vinegar chips. It's just like a lot of acid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Roshin, our deal's still good, right?
I mean, I feel at this point you would almost be doing me a favor, and I would feel like I would have to add something on top. I just don't know what I have to offer anymore.
This is good enough. We just, the transportation to the city is imperative for us,
Yes, I wasn't initially planning on involving Ismail in all this business, but the situation calls for it, and family is family, so he should be able to transport you all. It's not necessarily a journey that is not without risk, but if anyone could get you into the city, it would be him.
Well, that would really help us out. So, you said it'd be a couple days there, right?
We could probably make it in a day, but it'll take him certainly until the afternoon to get here. Ismail prefers to travel by night as well, so you would have to decide now if you truly wish to go to the city. Between you and me, there are some things that have been said in this group that make me feel as though you don't truly understand what it is you're getting into, which I would consider as friends and say might not be the safest thing as someone that has been cast out. Al-Hadrians can not necessarily be the most tolerant of other people, and sometimes even their own. And as you do, he kind of like flashes the brand on his hand.
What's that mean?
This, my friend, this is the mark of a smuggler.
We got our own as well. Showing wherever my brand is from the prison.
It's on your neck. Just, I noticed. I thought this was like a. We all went out and got matching tattoos on a drunken night.
No,
Okay.
kind of. Yeah. Not the brightest past.
Well, perhaps you will fit right in then. The smuggler's den can be a dangerous place, but you've all proven your ability to handle yourselves. And certainly, if you're not above breaking the Prophet's laws, you can certainly make something of yourself with them. So, you've got my recommendation.
Thank you.
It's good to have. This is a strange decision. Are we sure, everybody, that we need to go to this place? I mean, I'm alright with it, but it seems like we're going to be facing a lot of trouble.
If you don't mind me asking, can I ask what it is that brought you out to Al-Adria in the first place?
Well, we've got
Survival?
Sightseeing?
there's not a lot of cities that would be very safe for us as far as our casts, expedition and things. Whereas Hadria doesn't really abide by the same trees. You could say.
Kind of like the best worst option.
But lesser of two.
So you're telling me many words to tell that you are on the run.
Yeah, we're on the run.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Okay. Do you need transportation somewhere else? Because that could also be something I could help with.
mean, we have the boat here, just offshore. I mean, realistically, if we're going anywhere else, we got a long trip on the sea. Or we gotta face
I say
those
we check
events.
out Alhydra. Maybe we'll find something useful there.
If we get kicked out, we get kicked out. Maybe they're nobility, maybe there's some people that I can reach out to.
I do not want anyone thinking that the worst thing that can happen to you in Alhadria is that you get kicked out.
Are they gonna like
Not
kill
you.
us?
Oh yeah, without a question, of course. Yeah. I mean, they killed all the people like you when they took the place and made it their home. So, no offense.
Like him.
Like all of, well, actually, you, Sundara, you might be okay.
Why?
Well, we got the kid with us, the scholar or whatever.
Remind me, Sundara, did you tell him? You didn't tell him where you were from, right?
I told the group, but not anyone
Yeah.
else.
He says, you seem soft-spoken, quiet. With your hood on, you could pass for being Dalmiri in a certain light. And also, I don't know, it seem like you don't cause as much trouble. But you, and he points at you, and he says, yeah, it's like, I mean, you sort of stand out. I mean, and does anyone here speak the Dalmiri language?
I kind of assumed they spoke common. Most people do.
Nope. They call their tongue common because it's commonly what is spoken there.
That
But no,
makes
the people
sense.
that speak the language you call common, they came in and they killed all them.
So you said something about a smuggler's den.
Yes,
Is that in the city?
very much so. Yes.
Such a bad idea.
And are there only Dalmiri in the smuggler's den?
No, believe it or not, the smugglers then they're a lot more tolerant of other cultures and ideas. But they'll just kill you for a lot of other reasons. Like, and he kind of looks over. He's like, "Yes, this could sell for some value, and this they'll take." Ears. They sell to witches there, so 2 on each. They could harvest you all for. They could make 150 golds easy. Good money in ears.
But you said you vouched for us,
Yes.
and they would just not take you at your word?
I mean, they would potentially give you a chance if you're wanting to do business with them. But I would just say you would be, how do you say, out of the frying pan and into the fire. Eh? Now, don't get me wrong, it could be very lucrative for you, and you do seem to have some capacity for it, but as long as you understood what it was you were getting into.
You know, going into Alhadra puts us closer to the place we just got out of.
To be clear, let me explain something to you. Once upon a time, the place that we now call Alhadria used to be a settlement, much like this one, except instead of people like me, it was Far Empire traders. Okay? You had a mad war mage by the name Malik 300 years ago who came across the Drakmir Sea. Okay? This is not an insignificant journey. He came from another continent because he said that one God, told him to come awaken him. And he took all of his people, because they all believed this kid, who was a kid at the time. He walked them through the desert with no promise that there was anything on the other side. He found this trading post and massacred the people there. They then fortified it and fought off the Far Empire. Okay? It's the only faction of the Far Empire. They don't they don't even bother with the desert anymore.
But we're not exactly part of the Far Empire, so why?
No, that's not what I'm saying is you are talking about a group of people who blindly followed a child across the sea and then across a desert with the promise of a home in wilderness. They then killed everyone there and held off the most powerful company in existence
So
to the point where even that group will not.
So we
not
could
go.
get smuggled in, and we might not even be able to get out
What?
if we needed
And-
to.
So what I'm telling you is
Yeah.
that is what the Dalmeri people are. It's as tough as you come. So
look.
what I'm telling you is they're not fond of outsiders, and
Okay.
they don't need a reason to kill you. They need a reason not to.
Are there any other
Okay.
small places like your place here, scattered in the desert? Perhaps people.
I mean, there are scattered nomadic tribes and things like that.
could you pull the map?
Again,
I was
Uh,
actually I was
yeah.
going to ask
I
in
was
character if
just
anybody
looking at
had
it
a
on my
map.
phone. Yeah.
We haven't met. I think so.
And we're in Carthus Folly, right?
No.
No, we're
No, we're in the desert.
Oh, we're
The
just in the
Dalmeri
desert.
Desert.
Okay, gotcha.
Could you just turn this around? That's for sure. Okay, so where's everyone from?
I could
We're from Brightwater.
I'm from
hold
Langston.
safe if we went through Carthus.
so as you guys go around the table and play the game of where are we from, Langston is here, and this would be where Japheth and the Stack are from.
Kind of.
I mean, I'll let you guys all do this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Langston and Brightwater, Carsus Folly, islands way the fuck over there. We literally every direction. Koza, I think.
And then
If we're looking to start new,
Mugi,
that's what
your mountain would be up here.
What's that city?
This
Yeah.
is Sharsburg.
Who's anyone from there?
Silence.
I mean, we could. This is
Are
actually.
we looking to
Sharsburg.
start? I was gonna say, are we looking to start anew?
We're looking to go somewhere where no one knows who we are and get some work.
The Frostfingers would be somewhere where nobody would know
Fingers.
who we are. That's for damn sure.
Oh, you mean the
What did you-
thing on the other side of the world?
Kind of,
Frost
yeah.
over here.
Yeah, it
Well,
doesn't
we
look
have a
like
ship. We have a ship.
You
Just
actually-
saying, we have a ship. We could avoid encounters a little easier that way. Just put it out there.
Yeah, we'd have to go all the way around. I mean, I was kind of. We got.
Where
They're
Sorry,
pretty much. The Frostfingers are pretty much pirate isles, if we wanted to.
Don't think I'm ready for that. Oh, well, that's maybe not the Frost Fingers.
It's a long
please.
way to go.
Yeah, I
While
mean,
this conversation
hurry.
is happening, can Sandara just ask whoever's closest to her to teach her about the places because she doesn't know the world at all.
So with that, Kaza goes, yes, I'd be happy to. So,
Oh god.
Cars' Folly, this is where I'm from. Arguably, depending on accounts, one of the first settlements of Karsus, aptly named, made by wizards who, ever in our quest for knowledge, we named it after Karsus as the, Deatheries Karsus, obviously the Karsus Folly, to hopefully teach us that man's grasp exceeds his reach. In all honesty, we don't listen to any of that shit. We do whatever we want. So that's where I'm from. So just think a bunch of wizards. There's a really good school there. I don't attend. It's a long story. So then you have Koza. These are, barbarians and savages. No offense. They're known
Very good.
for piracy and just mercenaries. Koza Knights are just everywhere. I mean, they're even in Karsus Folly. Like when we need like big, strong, muscly dudes. Koza Knights just easy, cheap, dime a dozen. Alhadria, obviously, we talked about super like reclusive elves in the desert. Ooh, doing all kinds of strange ancient magic. Ironford, you got your kind of dwarven and Duergar clans. I mean, let's skip that one because that place is not good. Let's see, going down here, New Callum. This is kind of like a merchant confederacy where it's like anything goes. There's a lot of wealth down there. A lot of trade that's sort of not owned by the Far Empire, not under the Queen's thing. It's just like I don't know. It's like an open air market for everything and anything. Pretty well regulated. I kind of heard they had some trouble with pirates and stuff like that lately. Then you have Brightwater, where basically you've got this crazy, like literal witch who's like a queen, and just runs her own thing. So she's kind of just like her own gang, but it's just her, and she, has all like these guards, and they all wear purple and stuff like that, and it's weird over there. I've been one time. I was young.
She's not that great, I promise.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't go. You have Langston, which is like,
Pretty rough and tumble.
he's like very non-subtly, just like gesturing towards the stack. And it's like I've heard, a lot of ne'er-do-wells. Yeah. You have Nindrel, which is just like a bunch of weird cultists. That's also not a fun place to go to, I hear. Orphan, that's like the main Far Empire stronghold, like, everything for the company. I think they even, there's even a religion, I hear, that worships the founder of the company as a god.
Oh, fucking suits.
And I hear that last year they came out with clerics. Yeah.
Fucking suits.
Yeah. So yeah, suits. Yeah. Suits. This is where the suits live.
What's up with the Scharsburg? Kind of skipped over.
Oh, Scharsburg, yes. Those are our neighbors, just geographically. It's a bunch of basically religious fanatics that worship the god Shar, who's like a queen of darkness, and they believe that life is suffering and that everything should be suffering. And very strict religious, no fun, a lot of rules.
Well, they might not care. They might actually have a preference for us.
Yeah. Good bread, I hear, though. Like they're known for bread. I'm intolerant, so I can't partake.
Bread intolerant.
And then the Sky Shattered Isles, where you say you are from, Sundara. To this day, I did not know that people existed there. So, yeah. Why don't we go there?
What's the Sunken Ruins?
Sunken Ruins, it's a bunch of... that's out in Wanti country.
Doesn't look very sunken. Looks pretty floating on a map.
So that's a lot of the major landmarks of Karsus. You've got a couple little farming villages, orc outposts, things like that. And then I'm sure a bunch of stuff that the cartographers didn't even bother. Like over here, this whole area is blank. What is that, It's like...
It's where we parked our ship.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's this area here and they just didn't know what to put there. Maybe there is nothing there, but who knows? We could go there and there could be a whole... I don't know. So
You guys want to jump back on the on the water and hit Karsus Folly, and then
Just to be clear,
Go
because
down.
I am the only one who can drive the ship. How long do you guys think Leland will last underwater?
oh shit,
I think 10 days was the agreement.
Yeah,
At
it's
least until they
about
run out of food.
I mean, how much could the guy eat? I mean, that guy's like 20 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, he's a very small man. 14 days.
People than just Leland? Isn't there like 4 people?
They got out of the boat and made like a little campsite. Only Leland stayed on. He specifically asked to be locked in the boat, which is weird.
I was the one that sealed it. Yeah,
Yeah, strange.
I just knew how to do that.
So- I mean,
I wasn't bragging. It was like it was weird.
no,
It was like
I didn't take it as a
so, so
I
in
mean,
my
here's
opinion,
the-
personally, I've never been to Karsus Folly. I'm kind of curious about that a lot more than I
It's
would
really
be
nice.
for going to
Aren't you wanted there?
a place that just
I mean,
immediately would want to kill.
it depends on who you ask.
The police.
There's not really police.
There's
Like,
no guards or nothing.
dude, so much crazy shit goes down in Carson's Folly. There's no police.
Would you want to go back? Would you feel safe?
I mean,
Relatively.
it may be a bad idea. I might need, like a night to think about it a little bit more. I don't really. I mean, there's other people than, Lord Faraday.
Well, but don't really have a night.
I mean, at this point, it does sound as safe, if not safer, than Alhadria. It's just as long as we don't go advertising who we are.
Could we get work?
Yeah.
Like smashing
Wizards,
stuff.
they're rich as shit. We could make the most money there.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
bringing
I
us
mean,
into a place we have to avoid people at.
And they teach people magic there too.
Yeah. There's all the magic is over there.
There's all kinds of knowledge. Who knows what we could find there.
But alternatively, I mean, if you ask, certain scholars believe that the Alhadrians are actually the most magically advanced.
Yeah, but they're also most kill everybody. They're not really
Yeah, but I mean,
accepting.
if we could get just a few of their secrets, imagine how just
You willing to die for those secrets?
You offering us a job?
without dying.
He does have a good point.
I'm talking if we get in and out with this one secret, huge win.
Maybe 2 secrets. I need a couple of
Okay.
secrets.
2 would be amazing.
You guys, I was 100% for Adria, but
Seems like a
the
bad
dude that
decision.
got kicked out made a lot of good points. I think
He's Raj has been listening to this the whole time. He kind of leans in and says, "After hearing this conversation, no, you will all surely die.
surely lie.
Die, yes,
Oh, die.
die, dead.
Yeah, I thought you said lie. Like, not the
I
truth.
think
That would be better, but no, die."
Maybe we might stand a better chance on a boat. You know, go out.
My vote is go back to the boat, maybe sail back down the shore a little southwest. I really think we
Well-
should go to Scharsburg, somewhere where we're not known, before we go to Karsus
Yeah.
Folly and have people gotta watch our back around every corner.
They're wizards. They got better shit to do than deal with us.
mean-
Like,
If I may,
You know,
if we're talking about somewhere where no one's doed, what about New Callum?
it's not a bad plan. It also seems a little bit more accepting of multicultural groups.
but there's less magic there.
Well, I mean, they're merchants. They have everything from, like, there's stuff from Karsus Folly. There's stuff from, I mean, well, I'm sure there's some magic and stuff there. I mean, look, I'm from Karsus Folly, and yes, I did get imprisoned for accidentally looking at forbidden magics, but it's not like it's just forbidden magic is everywhere, you know. In fact, I thought it was something else when I read it. We changed our system a while back, and then there were some old tomes that were organized in the old way, but then
It's
everything
okay,
else was organized in the new way. So
It's
I was
okay,
trying to
guys.
transcribe something, and
Of course, it's fine. No, yeah. All of
I
us
mean-
got sent to prison for completely innocent reasons. Yep.
Everybody makes
Uh,
mistakes.
I don't think my reason was very innocent. I actively committed a crime. Anyways,
Except for you.
what? Go ahead.
no, it's fine.
No, let's hear it out, bud.
No, you seem like your intentions might be hostile, and I just didn't know what you did, and I thought I heard that maybe three of you were in on it together.
It was for a good cause. I was actually going to ask you if you knew about somebody from Karsus Folly, but maybe we
Oh,
got
yeah,
a little
who?
bit cocky with him. A Duke Beaumont. He kind of came
Oh.
from your shitty town. Well, I mean, I don't know how shitty it is, but I don't like him, so it's kind of shitty.
Yeah, I mean, I know of him. Sorry, what does that have to do with?
We tried to break into his place. I mean, we successfully broke
A
into
place owned by the
yeah,
Duke.
We successfully
Yeah.
broke into his place, but he was there with some
You broke into his home?
me, and the one with the funny
Oh,
voice.
that's awesome. Whose stupid idea was that?
Cassius. Actually, I was just talking. This.
Wow.
Listen, I planned it out pretty well. He seemed to know of something.
I thought I had powerful enemies. Okay.
Except for when we got in there, he was there with some buds. You know.
Oh, you met Duke Beaumont.
Oh yeah, cool dude. Kind of, mean, but pretty cool.
I mean, he
Oh, we broke into his house. I understand.
okay.
No hard feelings for the dude on this one.
Fair enough. Yeah. I know of him. I don't know. That's like saying like, hey, you know the Queen of Brightwater? It's like, yeah.
I didn't
I don't-
realize it was on the same level.
No. I mean, he's not. But
Close.
yeah, I mean,
Okay, fine.
I mean,
okay. Let's just make a decision because we trekked halfway out through the desert without realizing that Alhadra was a bad idea. To be fair, I did know it was a bad idea.
But
you
didn't
also
you?
said that
You
wanted
also
to
said
know
you
what
could
they
get
said.
us in.
Yeah. So don't be all
Yeah, you said that.
waffly and
I think I could get us in.
from what the guy that's from there said, I don't think you could.
I don't
He
think
said we
getting
would
in is the
die.
problem.
He said we would die,
He said we would die.
and you
I
said you
didn't
could get
say
us
whether
in.
we would survive. I said I could get us in.
I feel like that
I
is an
could get us
important
in if they would
stipulation
go.
in saying you can get someone in, is if they would die.
At the time we talked about it, I felt like it was a survivable process, but this guy here seems pretty confident it's not.
Okay, let's go back to the boat.
You're the one that promised to take the kid across the desert.
Well, that was before his uncle was going to do it.
With that, Roush just says,
Wait.
perhaps I should leave you to discuss this.
If we took the kid through the desert to Alhadria, wouldn't that give us a reason for them not to kill us?
No, they don't care about the kid. They don't know the
Oh,
fucking
okay.
kid. But his uncle is coming to pick him up anyways, so we don't have to do that shit. I say we go back
Yeah.
to the boat, head to New Callum. Sounds like the safest
Okay.
option.
Yeah. What about the
I mean-
wizard? Will you go handle him?
Who?
The wizard that's in town here.
Fuck the wizard.
Oh, I mean, we could look for him.
I guess if everybody's leaving, yeah, fuck it, leave him to his own.
I mean, we could.
Oh, I mean, we talked about.
look in his house and see if he's got any secret magics.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
Yeah,
idea.
we could do that too. I mean,
Tell you what, you seem like you've got a good head on your shoulder. Pointing at you, Sandara says, "You seem like you know, how to find quality magic and stuff. Do you want to just go raid that guy's house?"
Yes, but I mean, yeah, I do, but not by myself.
No, we'll charge the door for you. As I look at the stack, like
I'm
we'll kick the
okay.
door.
I love breaking into places and stealing shit, but we need to figure out where we're gonna go before we do
I
something.
think we need to figure out
Not
how to
necessarily.
split up loot that we take from the wizard's house. I'm thinking we go off of kind of kind of like a point buy system where we each get an array of say 15 points.
How about
We
this?
rank how bad we
The
want
biggest
them.
gotcha. Unless you want to duke it out.
Well, I could just cast it at large spell on myself and be the biggest one here.
Or
So
could you take a punch? I think so. How about we
So
just
it sounds like we are going to go to New Callum.
Yep,
Yes, is that our
Yes.
decision?
agreed.
Sure.
sounds
Yeah,
like
agreed.
And before we depart, we will do some.
Rob the mage and hit
I
the
mean,
road
he's
with
not
some.
there anymore, presumably.
if he is there, we'll kill him.
He's probably evil if he's there, so we'll just deal
Well,
with
he
it.
was in league with that giant evil Oni monster with the scary tattoo, so.
Yeah, and he made a troll come back to life. So
That's pretty
Yeah.
suspicious.
okay. So with
To
that,
the mage.
Point by
as you all finish your breakfast and come up with some kind of plan, you all are greeted by Rashid, and he kind of looks over your group and says, "So have we reconsidered?"
yeah, we're going back to our boat.
Yeah, no, fuck Hellhadria. Don't want to die. Thank you. Sorry for bringing, like, disaster to your place, but thank you for your food.
I mean, I have no reason to think that this would have happened only with you here.
Well, you never know.
So,
Seems like we actually might have helped a little bit.
I mean, David is alive, and this is a blessing. Do not feel obligated to go. I am more than capable of escorting him and his uncle. So,
Well, we're gonna go kill that mage. Assuming
Yep.
he's still here.
I thoroughly doubt that Igor stuck around. He seemed to be the spineless type, but by all means, anything you find is yours. This place is becoming a ghost town. I'm ruined. And he just kind of like takes a step away, like goes back to preparing.
Good talk, Rashid.
Well,
Thanks for the breakfast.
I-
I want to give him 5 gold. I know what that
I was gonna say I gotta
Yeah.
go, guys. I gotta get up early in the morning, so I will join you guys next time or next weekend or whatever. But yeah, that was good fun, man.
Alright.
Okay.
Thanks for playing.
See ya, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yep, see you.
Bye.
Okay. So you guys wanted to quickly look through the wizard's home and the lab.
Yeah.
Just ransack for magic.
Okay.
I'll cast detect magic as we go into
Oh.
there. But mostly I'm looking for, magical wood or gemstones for enchanting rings. That's just what I'm looking for.
Okay. I mean, that's a very specific
Yeah.
ask.
He has it or he doesn't have it. That's just what I'm. This is a magic guy and I want to do some magic shit. But that's what I need.
So after not much time, the stack could get you through the front door of the wizard's home, and it very clearly looks like it has already been ransacked. Like less ransacked and more like someone left in a hurry. There Go ahead and let me get 2 investigation checks. Well, don't everyone.
Is anybody really
jump up.
excited to be the investigator?
I'll go 15.
Okay, let me get 1 more.
I'll roll.
11.
Do that
Okay.
one.
So the first thing you with your detect magic up, I would say you're actually able to quickly navigate around what appear to be very obvious traps. So you could like keep your group from even having to deal with that.
Oh.
There does
That's
not
okay.
appear to be anything magical that has been left in the home.
Oh,
You
okay.
do find what appears to be a spell book that appears to be like a backup or kind of like a scrap spell book. Not necessarily magic in and of itself, but they're magical spells that could be transcribed by if you had a wizard in your party.
We do.
Okay.
You also find what look like some crumpled up pieces of paper that appear to be from a journal. Quickly going through them, there is an account by Igor. A couple things. You see some early entries that seem to describe actually losing his position in Karsus Folly under the tutelage of a archwizard by the name of Cludstein. Kazakh would recognize that name. And Igor was actually, despite putting off the front that he was like a bigwig from Karsus Folly, was basically on his own, just out here trying to. Based on this paperwork, it looks like he was investigating some more primal magics of what he described as curses and hexes. He was specific. He was a necromancer and specifically interested in immortality and lichdom. Further accounts go on to indicate that shortly before your arrival, that Igor was approached by the Oni, disguised as an old man. He said after a few detection spells was able to identify the creature's presence and quickly ascertained that it was specifically attracted to the abundance of magical items that Igor had in his possession. After discovering who each other were, they worked out a deal where Igor and the Oni would basically kidnap travelers from the settlement. The Oni was specifically interested in consuming the flesh of magic users. The Igor was looking for different subjects for his magical experimentation. Specifically, the troll was actually lured to the lab. He just needed someone to kill it cleanly so he could try to bring it back to see if it could maintain its what he described as its soul. His last plan for a subject was a child, which is why he was taking David. There are accounts of multiple people who were taken. There was a hunter by the name of Ibrahim. He tried at a couple different points to actually take Nadia. There was a dwarf who was a smuggler and a drunk that he poisoned. There was a thief named Piotr and an individual named Garrick, who was a crusader from the Sea of Swords. who was an elf. Finally, one ominous thing you would see, Samugi, is in this documentation, there is mention that when the Oni showed up, he specifically indicated that he was there waiting for someone.
Okay. Did it indicate like how long they were doing this together?
Based
How
on
long
this
did they-
information, the Oni would have got here a few days ahead of you. Now, keep in mind, Igor was already doing these experiments. Like, people were already going missing before the Oni showed up. They just started really ramping up just before you guys got here.
I wonder why the kid was taken to the mausoleum. It seems like the mage was the one doing the kidnapping.
For the most part, yes. That's what you find in the mage's house. Going into the mage's lab, your detect magic definitely starts to pop off. First things first, there is a fully functional arcane lectern in here.
What's that?
So it's a table that arcane casters use to make their own enchantments. It's also a device that can break down if a magical item isn't like legendary, it can actually break it down into essentially like baser materials that can be then used to enchant other items.
Like an enchanting table.
Pretty much, but it would just work for like arcane enchantments. But this alone would be worth like thousands of gold.
Is it portable?
No.
Are there ingredients in the lab? Did he get everything, or not?
The
not magic
lab, he
items,
did
but-
not have as much time to loot, it appears.
Could someone enchant my hammer? I asked you.
I might be able
mages?
to. I mean,
So go ahead and, well, using your previous investigation check, I'll say you don't see any like scrap or things like that, but while you're here, you could use this table. So you find a couple of boots. These would be considered uncommon magical gear.
What does that mean?
It's a comment on like rarity of it.
I understand that. I mean, what makes them uncommon?
It's like the tier that they're in. So like, if we were playing Borderlands, they would be green.
Okay. Got it.
You find what appears to be a folded piece of cloth that is also very obviously magical. You find a pair of gloves that is very magical. You find a like a smoking pipe, also very magical. And then this is not magical, but you find a small little brass like toy ship that's entirely made up of clockwork, and it has a winding like a winding mechanism to it. It's in like this very nice like small little it looks like Igor's almost made like a little pond with what looks like very clean water out of like one of the natural cave formations, just with this little ship that's just floating in it. You find 3 potions that you don't know what they are. A few scrolls. You'd have 4. And the last thing would be... I hope someone's writing this down.
I am.
Yes.
Okay. The last thing you would see is a... this would actually be something familiar to you, Samugi. This is... You see a fan. Like a hand fan, very similar to something that you would see stylistically in the Dynasty. That's about what you find.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would like to do some enchanting, if the ingredients are here, or, I mean, I know some recipes, so I know what I need for rings of water walking.
So what you could do is, most of these ingredients would be pretty mundane. Any magical items that you have while you're at this table, you can break down to turn into whatever you want to enchant them into.
Okay, so, I mean, I don't... Do charms count?
Charms do count, but those would be like the most minute. Generally, you're going to break those down and turn those into other charms.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll
And
use the...
if you want, we can like map this out and write it out a little better and deal with this next session versus you hip firing decisions right now.
If there's an actual thing that I can know what I'm doing, then yeah, let's do something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be very much like it's going to be very much like you're scrapping things to create like scrap that you can then reconstitute into items that you know how to make.
Alright.
With a chance of you fucking it up.
I spend the night or day or whatever, however long, just studying the items.
It wouldn't take you too long to figure this out. Like, you're an enchanter, you would know how to do this.
Okay.
It's just a matter of like it's more you could just do this right now, or do you want to take the time to figure out what you're actually scrapping?
I'll take the time.
Okay. So as Cassius begins like very obsessively going over all these items and combinations and things that he could make, we'll pick it up next session. Thanks for joining and staying so late, you guys.
Thanks.
Good shit.
Yeah.